Someone who's trying to go for a retirement planning, what is an ideal age for someone to start thinking about this?
Right now, whatever age right now. Yes.
Okay. So you can start off as early as 21, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
can go as long as you are below 67, you're good.
Yes. Yeah. Retirement is something, I would say that don't start retirement when the day you retired. Start now, whatever you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Earlier you plan, you save a lot of money, you find out about lot of, you have a flexibility of choosing the right plans when you start early.
Okay. No, no, absolutely. Hello, everybody. This is your host, Sanjay Hegde on REI Secret Spilled, Fast Track to Riches. When it comes down to our podcast, it is all about educating our investors, and which could mean there are different places where you can make investments, but investment is one part of it. The other part of it is saving on your investments. So we like to bring to you people who can give you all this information and educate you. So today I have on our podcast as my guest Jyoti Shirahatti, who's a financial educator based in Chicago area, educating families on personal finance topics by hosting sessions to organizations and communities. She has educated more than 5,000 families so far on topics such as retirement planning, wills and trust, college planning, life insurance, disability insurance, Medicare insurance, visitors insurance, investment planning, and tax education. Now, her motto is to help families on guiding and build customizable plans based on their goals. Now, she is a wealth of knowledge and has a lot of experience in this or in all of these. So we'll do this in 2 or 3 sessions because there is a lot that she can bring to the table and make your lives much easier and educate you. So today we're going to talk about retirement planning. We're going to talk about investment planning and tax education because this is going to help you um, you know educate yourself in what is in this economic environment, why these are good places to be in, or what are the investment opportunities out there that Jyoti can educate us on. So welcome to REI Secret Spill, Fast Track to Riches, Jyoti.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Yeah, my name is Jyoti Shirahatti, as Sanjay mentioned, and thanks for for me inviting me to be part of the educating the community, and thanks to the Blue Ring Investing Group for me to be on board. So I love to educate myself, plus educate the families, and I like to be part of educating the communities as well. So we do webinars frequently, and if anybody want to reach out to us, they can register and be part of our WhatsApp community where they can learn. One main focus is to be honest to give us education, then you guys decide what works for the best for your scenario. So with that, we do many topics, and then today I know you we want to talk about few topics. So I can start with estate planning. That's the main thing, when it comes to protecting our assets, protecting our kids, right? That's the main thing. We need to start the lay the financial foundation. Protecting assets meaning that, let's say me, we always say that, oh, I don't have any much asset to as protect my asset, but we do have a bank account, we do have retirement, we do have a house, right? So we need to know that what happens if we are not there, who gets what when we are not there. It's important to understand also who makes our medical power of attorney, the decision when something happened to us. It's not about the wealthy people. Of course, wealthy people, we have a different strategies we build. It just start with the thinking about what happens when we are not there, or if kids are minor, right? Who are going to look after them, right? When we are not there, if something happened to both of us, it makes us think that this is my goal. This is my kids. This is my assets. I need to put some information who gets, and then of how it's going to pass it on to the generation. Even if you don't want to give it to anybody, just charity, whatever, right? Wherever you want it, it is to be, you need to put in place. Otherwise, everything is go to the court gonna decide who is gonna get your assets. You are not gonna be making when you are not making a decision on your assets. So it's important to educate on this area and take care of it. That's where we start when you wanted to have the financial foundations.
So let me ask you this, Jyoti. How does this help in the retirement planning? I know you're talking about wills and trust over here, but
Yes,
um, if we want to focus a little bit on the retirement planning part of it,
sure.
um, can you bring us a little bit more information on that?
Yeah, sure. So retirement planning is something, when I did the day I want to decide to retire. It could be any age. It's decide retirement is not a age, right? Retirement is a number where you have enough assets to cover your replacing your enough income to, right? Let's say if I'm making $10,000, if I retire from tomorrow, will I have a $10,000, right? Where I am putting my assets, how I am growing my assets, right? What's the right vehicle to get my lifetime? Is retirement is lifetime, not okay, I have $1 million, okay, I'm gonna retire tomorrow. I can live another 10 years with $1 million. But what if you live more than 10 years, right? You don't know. Retirement is something that you should plan something as a lifetime income vehicle where it's not based on the market, it's not based on anything, it's like something you get paycheck as you keep working, right? That's where you need to start your retirement.
So does this role, like when you're doing the retirement planning, and this is for educational purposes for our people who are also investors. So they are passive investors. So they look at it as, okay, I'm going to invest it in this one. So give me a little bit of idea about, Jyoti. What can they expect when they come to you and say, hey, I'm a 50-year-old gentleman. I have a family, and I would like to retire at the age of, say, 60 instead of the 67, right?
Mhm.
Because the sooner you can retire, now you
Yes,
can go on your vacations and do all the fun things that you want to do
yes,
and so on. So what can they expect from a guidance perspective? What
yeah.
can they expect when they call you?
Yeah. So when they're 50, they had enough accumulation with the savings and different kinds of investment, right? So we suggest, okay, where is your money currently holding on to, right? Is it, of course, real estate is one of the safe, creating a passive income. So investing into real estate, that's where, instead of, stock market, of course, there is ups and down in the stock market. But when you are in the age 50, don't want to aggressive on the stocks, right? So you don't know if you're good at managing money, if you know that it's going to be the right vehicle, but everything, you need to diversify. Don't put everything into the stock market. Don't put everything into the real estate, right? So you need to diversify your retirement portfolio. We suggest, looking at their assets and switches to multiple buckets, either could be annuities or either could be, you know, real estate, or there is a different investment vehicle depending on the where what they have. Of course, we do customer plans, and we do have a tools which will tell them, if you put money here, this is what you're going to get, and how. And also you need to think about tax implication, right? So after paying tax, right, you know how much you're going to get. It is not that what you put in what you get, but you need to worry about the tax also. So we come up with the overall, planning that, okay, which is the right vehicle and how do you diversify?
So yeah, now that you talked about the taxes, because I'm a firm believer that, okay, earning is good, but saving is even better,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So if you can save on taxes, because that take Uncle Sam takes quite a bit of that. So
yes.
how do you guide them? Like, what kind of, like, do you talk about 1031 exchange? Do you talk about what are the tax benefits on some of the other things? So how do you guide them on that part of it?
Yeah. So we do have some of the, some people like to take the tax reduction right away. There is oil and gas they can do, or, foundation, private charity foundation trust they can do, or 1031 if they have real estate. We would like to ask them to roll over to the, if you don't want to pay tax now, put into another real estate vehicle where you can do the 1031 exchange and reinvest and they grow the money, right? So that's what we count on it. And also, we know that in retirement, we are going to get the social security. If you have a 40 credits in your, we are going to get the social security. So you can also check how much you're going to get the social security. But again, that's also you need to pay tax, and depends on which are the components you're going to take. Then your in tax bracket will change based on that. Even social security is going to be taxed as well.
So, someone who's trying to go for a retirement planning, what is an ideal age for someone to start thinking about this?
Right now, whatever age right now. Yes.
Okay, so you can start off as early as 21, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
can go as long as you are below 67, you're good.
Yes. Yeah. Retirement is something, I would say that don't start retirement when the day you retired. Start now, whatever you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Earlier you plan, you save a lot of money, you find out about lot of, you have a flexibility of choosing the right plans when you start early.
Okay. No, no, absolutely. I think nowadays you cannot trust only on your 401ks, right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that was the nest egg for everybody, for most Americans. And given the situation that the economy is in, I think other things that you can think of about your retirement plans and securing your money, such
Yeah.
as we talked about trusts and so on. I think that's very, very important. So when it comes down to investment planning, what kind of advice do you give, or what kind of suggestions do you offer?
Of course, safe way, say if they're aggressive, they're young, they could go into the, a stock or real estate, diversification also, right? And everything, investment is with the knowledge. You need to, don't ever think that, okay, I will manage, I will do all the real estate, invest myself, do research. You're not gonna, cannot do, right? You cannot focus on one product, right? So check with that, who are expert in that, right? Find a person who can do lead that, let them take it, do it, because they are doing this one 24/7, right? They will know in and out of that area. And I would recommend, if you want to have a, investing in stocks area, then check with a wealth advisor. If you want to have real estate, go with a person who already familiar with the backing up with the history. Not like that, you have money, I want to invest myself, let me research on this. Don't take on your, show that, I will do myself, but go with a proper advisor where, where they can advise you, like us, you can come to us, we'll help you and find out, where, whom to contact for what solutions.
Okay, so what are the other than stock bonds and real estate, what other offerings are out there from an investment perspective?
Yeah, so when they're young, we usually do the, if they like to defer the, like, it's like a Roth IRA, right? For retirement, we do have a Roth IRA. If they cannot do Roth IRA, we suggest them to backdoor Roth IRA, which will give them the tax-free vehicle. And also, if of course 401k is good, you can take that tax deduction now, but then you have to pay tax later, right? So if they have come switch the companies and they have a 401ks, we suggest them, annuities is the best products, where you can build, you will never lose money, your principal is protected, you will also have a lifetime income in those things. So annuity is one part, first do the, protect your some assets where you can get the fixed income, right? Guaranteed income. Then the other portion left over, you pay to kids, or you invest into real estate, you invest into other, risk portfolio. But you need to have the basic things laid out. That's where you protect yourself, your assets, where I have enough income to sustain with this asset. But like, I always that, if I need when I retire, I need $10,000, then, you protect the $10,000 per month lifetime into these guaranteed assets. The rest of the assets you can play around with it, right? You can, take a chance, investing here, investing there, whichever is the vehicle you like to be. Yeah.
Awesome. No, that's a good thing. So let me ask you this question, Jyoti. What brought you into this business?
Yeah, so I again I'm working. I am working in the corporate world, right? W2, right? All those things, but nobody has educated me. Right? I've been here last 23 years in USA. Never nobody educated me on how do you plan for retirement, what do you do for investment, right? all I, work through work, whatever we get benefits, we just sign off. And then, okay, for retirement, put 401k. I really didn't understand what is 401k does. And, and even never looked at logged into my 401k account and see how the performance are doing. Never understood the investment strategies, right? So, which I never come across all these things when I'm working. You just work, come home and take care of kids, family, then all in the cycle, right? Okay, that's the back of your mind. Okay, I'll think when I'm trying to retire, or I'll think when time comes. When then when kids were in high school, it got hit me that I need to do something for their college education because I never planned one. I never knew about anything to do. So then I started studying about the college planning. What are the ways how to do all those things? Then I started getting into okay, what about the retirement? Then the same workshops I attended. Then also they had a personal workshop, personal finance workshops I attended. Then I started educating something I didn't know all these years. Let me get into this, help community, help friends, start. Like I was more resourceful for people who looking for a solution. So I was providing that anyway. So then this is something I like to help them, which I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's so wonderful, right? You took your problems and understood that hey, there was nobody out there to guide me to do all these things. So let me be the person. You took your time to learn it, and now you're trying to help others. Either whether it is to help them retire sooner or help them with their financial planning, and more than that is the taxes. So that's really wonderful. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, Jyoti, what is the best way for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, so I have a calendar link I can share, or I directly tell them, be educated. We guide them. We have a sessions, workshops, running any topics. Like when people Google it, right, they will find tons of videos, tons of things. But do you know, is it a right? So much confusion happens, right? Then they don't make any decision. So here we are, licensed people and collaborating with experienced people. Then you will know how do you exactly start. We have a step-by-step checklist kind of thing. Okay, this, right? We do overview of everything, guide them, and then you make a right decision, right? Don't directly jump into any investment. Don't directly listen to anybody. You get educated, then you see what's the right for you. What right for me may not be right for you. So
Absolutely.
we want them to educate with the sessions what we do, and also then you decide.
Yeah, no, it's you absolutely said the right thing. There are so much of information out there on the internet these days, and you read everything, and but what people don't understand is that not one solution fits everybody, right? So that's why coming to someone like you, Jyoti, is where gives people that tailored kind of I should say solution that
Yes.
meets their requirement, because everybody's either if it's their age might be a thing or their financial situations could be another thing. So a lot of things can affect their retirement planning. A lot of people would be having a different kind of incomes that's coming in to save their income and protect their income. That's another way of doing it. So that's when you'll be focusing on those kind of advices for that particular specific thing. So you go from nuts to soups, the whole thing, which
Yeah.
which you do, but at the same time you have the knowledge and you know where to guide them and how to tailor it to meet that specific person's situation and their needs. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. Of course, for those who are listening to this, we will be providing you with Jyoti's Calendly link, obviously the website, and also where
WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group. They can be part.
and the WhatsApp group as well, so that you guys can get on it and learn more about what Jyoti has to do, and we'll know when her next session is. So yeah, I think we appreciate Jyoti you getting on the call with us and helping people to understand what services you offer and how you can help them. So obviously, I'll encourage everybody to definitely get in touch with Jyoti, and look out for our next session where we will be focusing on few more things that she brings in as the wills and trust, college planning, and definitely life insurance. Those are the topics that we'll be talking to Jyoti about in our next session. But until then, guys, try to get in touch with Jyoti and get your financial future secured. So thank you, Jyoti, for getting on the call.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to see you guys all in the session. Thanks, Blue Ring Investing Group. Yeah.
Always a pleasure.